So how sweet is it to be heading to the Sweet 16?
Really sweet. Nah, I ain't gonna keep it short, but it's a good feeling. I mean, dream about this as a kid, and it's finally here. So I just hope that we just keep it going.
For all three of you, did you guys watch the game last night? In the second part, where are both teams compared to where they were in November?
Yeah, I think we all watched the game last night. I think both teams, us and them, have gotten a lot better since the last time we played. Both of our defense have gotten a lot better. I know our defense has. I know they lost one of their best players, but they still have managed to do great without him. So both of us have gotten a lot better, so it's going to be a good game.
Any thoughts, Winston?
They looked really good last night, and I think they have a great team, and I think we'll be prepared to play them.
Did you guys get a chance to see them in their first game against Weber State at all?
No, I didn't.
Not
I
much.
didn't catch it.
Do you guys figure it makes a difference that you have maybe an extra day than they have, and they're trying to run home for a couple days and they got to come back? You guys have been here.
Not much.
Just have to play in Anaheim.
Great teams will always be prepared, and at this time of the season, everybody's going to be ready.
JJ, Anaheim almost feel like a home court for you guys.
Yeah, Anaheim has been good to us this year. You know, we won that tournament there. We beat UCLA there last year. We know our fans are going to be there in full force. So, yeah, I mean, we're hoping that it's like a home game in there.
Do you feel like you're the underdog going into this one, or it's even? How do you look at it?
I wouldn't say an underdog, but I mean, a lot of people would pick Arizona to win, so we don't look at it as that, though. We just got to come ready to play and see who wins.
What do you guys kind of remember most about the previous game? I know like the key play of the game was Aaron Gordon, the law pinned down and dunk. What do you guys just off the top of your head?
Well, that was at the beginning of the season. I think our team was still getting figured out. I think people are settled into their roles now at this point in the season, and I think we're a much better team. So we'll wait to see how that goes on Thursday.
You guys feel like you have somewhat of a similar style. I mean, defensively, both really strong and sort of create off of that situation. And seeing the game again last night, maybe compare the two teams.
Yeah, you could say that. We both win off our defense a lot of the time. They pride themselves on being good defensively, and so do we. Player for player, though, I think we're a lot different. But collectively as a group, yeah, you could say that we're very similar in that we both are very precise on the defensive end.
Have you guys had a chance to kind of just take a deep breath and look and see? I mean, there's 16 teams left. You have just as good a shot as any of these other guys to win a national title. Have you kind of taken a step back and just seen, wow, this is really happening. We got a legit chance to keep this thing going?
Yeah, Coach Fisher in the locker room, after the game, he said, soak this in, fellas. Not everybody gets this chance. So he just told us to pretty much savor the moment. And when this week comes around, when it's time for preparation, it's time to move on and get ready for this Sweet 16.
How do you guys feel about just Arizona, the rivalry you've had with them, this year, tough game last year? You guys both seem to be two of the top programs in the West. And, do you feel it that way?
Well, I would say we've been the two best teams on the West Coast this season. Me personally, I have lost to them the last two times, and just hoping to get a victory this time.
Winston, you played with Nick Johnson?
Yeah, and Brandon Ashley.
What do you remember about? Obviously, he comes from pedigree of leaping because his father was very famous for his jumping ability. Were you amazed by him the first time you saw him jump? And is there any particular dunk or any practice incident early on that you remember?
Well, during our 2 years ago, I threw a lot of alley-oops to him, and I would say he's probably the only guy I know that's in the same jumping pedigree as Poli. But he's a great player, and I spent 2 years with him at Finley Prep, and look forward to playing against him again.
Did you throw any alley-oops that you thought, or lobs you thought that there's no way he's going to get this and you got it?
Well, every time I throw alley-oop, I try to throw it as high as I can to guys that I know can jump, so they can look athletic. So I would say he didn't he didn't miss many.
So did you throw any too low for him right off the bat? He said, hey, throw a little bit higher.
No, never that.
Speaking of Dwayne, he didn't take his sweats off the first time you guys played. What difference can he make now in a game like this, given the way that he's played so far this year?
Well, he's been a great help, and the past couple of weeks he really stepped his game up, and I look forward to him having a good game again.
Fisher said that he has some sort of secret weapon on offense. I don't know if you guys have practiced anything, but is that true? Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that one. So we'll have to see in practice today about that.
I might have to ask him about him.
What stands out to you guys, facing this Arizona team again? What are you really sort of relishing and looking forward to with this opportunity?
I think just the rematch period, after coming from a loss like that where we got it real close and we just didn't pull it out at the end. So just the rematch period, a chance to play them again and redeem ourselves. That's what we're looking forward to.
JJ or Winston, I can't remember which, you both might have been on the floor, but can you take us through, you guys cut it to 4 and they ran that lob play to Gordon. You remember what happened on that and it really sort of changed. You guys had all the momentum and it looked like you might even win and it changed everything, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember who was in. I know it ended up where Dakari was on Gordon. We might have been switching everything. I don't think so. I think we were just staying with our man. They just made a great play, He's a great athlete. He has good size, and they threw it up to him. And I think it was the same play they ran a couple years ago where Johnson got a dunk on Rayhan. But, they made a great play. Dakari did what he could to try and stop it, and it ended up being a foul and won. But, that's all I remember really from the play.